Chosen one, listen to me very carefully and do not skip this. God just interrupted your day because the spiritual warfare you have been fighting in secret is officially over. The universe has just declared finally, and early August brings the exact miracle you were told was completely impossible. You have been waiting for this exact shift for so long. People thought you were crazy for holding on to hope. They mocked your quiet faith. But heaven was just setting the stage for your greatest victory while they were busy doubting your sanity. What is coming for you in the first weeks of August will shock everyone who doubted you. The karmic scales are tipping in your favor right now. The enemies who tried to bury you are about to witness your elevation. I will tell you exactly how their karma is playing out in just a second. But first, you need to realize why they targeted your energy and how they desperately wanted to steal your natural frequency. If you have been feeling an overwhelming sense of exhaustion lately, do not ignore it. Your shoulders carry a weight that no one else can see. You wake up tired, you push through your day, and every morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. It is not just physical fatigue. You are not sick. You are not losing your mind. This is not some random medical issue or normal insomnia. You are undergoing a massive spiritual extraction right now because the universe is pulling you out of a timeline that no longer serves your highest good. That process requires an immense amount of your daily energy. You are the cycle breaker of your bloodline. You took on generational burdens that your ancestors could not carry. You gave your purest love to people who handed you their deepest traumas. It is completely okay to feel drained. You have been fighting unseen battles while smiling for the world, and heaven has recorded every single silent tear you cried. They did not hate you because of anything you did wrong. They hated you because the pure light inside of you exposed the shadows they were desperately hiding. They tried to drain your frequency because they knew they could never reach your level. Your isolation was not a punishment at all, but rather it was God removing them from your circle to save your future. Heaven had to hide you from their toxic reach to prepare you for this August breakthrough. The universe cleared the stagnant energy from your path, but the exhaustion you feel right now is actually a symptom of something much bigger. There is a massive blind spot your enemies completely missed when they tried to ruin your reputation. They thought they successfully blocked your blessings. They celebrated when you felt completely broken and isolated. But there is one specific rule of spiritual physics they violated. And because they broke this sacred rule, the universe is stepping in directly to conquer the impossible on your behalf. They never realized who they were truly messing with. Early August is not just another month on the calendar for you. It is a divine deadline. The spiritual realm has finalized the paperwork for your emotional and financial restitution. The impossible barriers in your life are being shattered right now, and everything you lost is coming back multiplied beyond your wildest dreams. You are finally stepping into your promised era. I know how many nights you cried yourself to sleep. I know you asked the universe if you were forgotten. You watched other people get everything easily while you had to fight for basic peace. But your delay was never a denial. You were just being forged in the fire so you could carry the weight of the massive abundance coming your way. You are a high-frequency soul. You process the pain of the world differently than ordinary people do. When someone hurts you, it cuts deeper because your empathy is so genuine. That is exactly why your spiritual team had to intervene before early August arrived. They are building an invisible fortress around your spirit to keep the energy vampires permanently locked out. You are the first chosen one in your family to finally conquer the impossible. Generations before you repeated the exact same toxic patterns. But your spirit simply refused to settle for a life of quiet desperation, and you chose to break the curse once and for all. What looks impossible to the logical mind is just another Tuesday for the divine. Early August is your personal proof of this truth. The spiritual warfare is shifting from your shoulders to the hands of the divine. You do not have to fight this battle on your own anymore. Take a deep breath right now. The heavy lifting is completely done. But you must understand exactly what the enemy took from you before you can reclaim your full power. You have tried everything to fix your reality. You read self-help books. You recited the positive affirmations. You meditated until your mind went completely numb, and yet your life still feels stubbornly blocked. It feels like you are pushing a massive boulder up a steep hill while everyone else gets a free ride to the very top. You watch other people succeed with zero effort. They do half the work but get double the reward, and it leaves you feeling entirely defeated. You quietly wonder what is wrong with you. You ask the divine why your path is so incredibly hard. But I need you to hear this absolute truth right now. You are not broken. You are not cursed. The frustrating gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not a lack of willpower, and it is not a lack of daily discipline. It is something much deeper than any life coach will ever tell you. The extreme exhaustion you feel is not a medical mystery. It is a deliberate spiritual extraction. The system was deliberately built to drain your spirit. The narcissists and energy vampires in your life did not target you by accident, because they recognized a frequency they desperately wanted to consume. They saw a pure, radiant light inside of you that they could never generate on their own. They desperately needed to steal it. Think back to when you were a very young child. Ideas came to you so easily back then. Learning felt completely effortless and natural. You had a lightning-fast intuition that always knew things before they happened, and the world felt like it was totally on your side. You felt a deep, magical connection to the universe. You had a specific frequency running through your mind every single day. Scientists actually have a name for this exact frequency. It is a specific brainwave that connects human consciousness directly to divine flow. And it is the exact frequency your brain was running naturally before the modern world got its dirty hands on you. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this extraction happened to them. But you are not most people. You are a chosen one. Adulthood arrived and the world went to work on your spirit. The daily stress and the heavy survival routine broke your natural rhythm. The rigid school system trained you to conform instead of creating your own beautiful reality. And every single year, this sacred frequency was pushed deeper below the surface. The modern world systematically suppressed the divine genius you were born with. It was taken from you without your consent. And when that sacred frequency faded away, the effortless luck faded right along with it. Your sharp intuition became slightly dull. The magical synchronicities stopped happening in your daily life, and the feeling that the universe was working with you went completely silent. You were left feeling like you were permanently locked out of your own potential. But this was never a character flaw on your part. You blamed yourself for so many lonely years. You thought you were not smart enough or not trying hard enough. Please drop that heavy guilt right now. You were simply a high-frequency soul forced to operate in a painfully low-frequency environment, and the people around you demanded your precious energy just to survive. They fed on your dormant genius while you slowly starved. They took your kindness and weaponized it against you. You gave them endless chances because your empathetic heart always saw the best in them. But they only saw you as a convenient stepping stone, draining your life force to fuel their selfish desires without remorse. And they left you wondering how people could be so incredibly cruel and cold. This is why your current exhaustion feels so heavy. You are carrying the weight of unhealed people who refuse to do their own spiritual work. You became the emotional dumping ground for an entire bloodline of toxic generational patterns. But the universe is finally saying enough is enough. The divine realm has officially drawn a hard line in the sand for early August. Your season of carrying them is over. They thought they got away with the perfect crime. They thought nobody saw them manipulating your pure trust. They truly believed you would stay broken and compliant forever. But there is a massive spiritual blind spot they did not account for, and this tiny oversight is about to cost them absolutely everything they hold dear. I will explain exactly what this blind spot is. Before I reveal exactly how the universe is handling your enemies, you must first understand the one rule of spiritual physics they completely broke. They tried to artificially mimic your divine frequency. They thought they could steal blessings by copying your actions. But the universe only responds to authentic energetic signatures. and theirs is tainted with heavy karma and deep malice. The truth is finally coming to light. You always thought you were too sensitive for this harsh world, and you believed your deep empathy was a terrible weakness that held you back. But the spiritual realm dictates the physical realm. What you are fighting is completely unseen. The narcissists did not attack you because you were weak. They attacked you because your spirit was incredibly strong. Remember that spiritual blind spot I mentioned earlier? Here is exactly what they failed to understand. When they drained your daily energy, they thought they were just taking your kindness. But they were actually interacting with divine property. They tapped into your unconscious energy field without realizing the massive karmic debt they were signing up for. Your light is fiercely protected. Your kindness is not a weakness at all. It is a spiritual weapon they are absolutely terrified of. You were operating on a genius frequency that they could never access organically. They had to break your confidence down to steal it from you. You do not have bad luck in this life, but rather you have a very high calling, and the enemy knows exactly how powerful you truly are. The extreme exhaustion you feel right now is not a medical issue. It is a spiritual extraction targeting your natural gifts. And there is a very specific reason it is happening to you right now. The modern world was deliberately designed to crush this exact frequency before you could learn to use it. The system wants you completely exhausted every single day, and they desperately want you surviving instead of truly thriving. Every toxic relationship and every financial block served the exact same dark purpose. They were meant to keep your vibration artificially low and heavy. When your vibration drops, your natural genius gets buried under heavy layers of stress and anxiety, and you start believing the terrible lies they told you about your own worth. But heaven never forgot your true identity. You are a truth seeker who was temporarily trapped in a matrix of lies. The universe allowed this painful isolation to protect you from their heavy density. They did not reject you, but rather heaven intentionally hid you away to protect your precious frequency from their endless greed and manipulation. And now the divine timeline has officially shifted into high gear for you. You survived the hardest battles completely alone, and you broke the heavy generational curses your bloodline could never defeat. That takes a massive amount of spiritual strength. You are God's strongest soldier. You did not just survive their endless manipulation, but you completely outgrew their limited reality. Your soul is currently preparing to receive the ultimate reward. The universe is clearing the path for your grand entrance. Your empathy is no longer a target for energy vampires, but instead it is now a powerful magnet for divine abundance and deep, lasting peace. The genius brainwave you had as a child is slowly waking back up inside of your spirit. You can probably feel the subtle changes in your intuition already. The clarity is returning. You are finally realigning with the sacred rhythm of the cosmos. Everything that felt so forced and difficult is about to become completely effortless. The financial struggles and the lonely nights were just temporary illusions, and they were placed there to force you to look inward and discover your hidden power. You had to realize that the external world holds zero authority over your true destiny. The tables are turning in the unseen realm right at this very moment. The very trap they set for you has now become their own inescapable prison. Heaven has stripped them of all their spiritual protection. Their season of harsh karma is fully active, and you have front row seats to the entire breathtaking show. They are about to pay the ultimate price for messing with a chosen one. The universe is orchestrating a flawless victory on your behalf. But this is not even the craziest part of the story. That was just phase 1 of their attack. Phase 2 is happening right now in the unseen realm, and the universe has a massive surprise waiting for them. The divine retribution they are about to face will leave them completely speechless. You really need to hear what happens next. Let us talk about that extreme exhaustion you have been carrying. It is not normal fatigue. It is the result of your gamma brainwave being systematically suppressed. The modern world was perfectly designed to keep this genius frequency dormant because they desperately wanted you tired and completely compliant. And when your gamma faded, your effortless connection to the divine faded right along with it. The energy vampires in your life knew this was happening to you. They sensed your bright light dimming, and they used that darkness to their absolute advantage. They deliberately kept you in a state of high anxiety. They fed you lies about your own worth. They knew that if you ever reactivated your natural frequency, their toxic control over your beautiful life would end completely. They did not want a fair fight with you. They wanted a helpless victim. They used psychological manipulation to drain the last drops of your spiritual power. You gave them your purest love, and they gave you their heaviest trauma in return while laughing behind your back. All this time you thought you were failing at life. But you were actually the target of a coordinated spiritual extraction. Here is something the people who profit from your exhaustion never want you to know. The suppression of your genius brainwave is not permanent. It can be reversed. Neuroscientists working quietly away from the headlines have actually discovered how to bring this dormant brainwave back. The elite have known about this incredible secret for many decades, but they deliberately kept it completely hidden from everyday people to maintain their control. They pay thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions to maintain their own gamma state. They want this power to remain completely out of reach for you. They want you stuck in survival mode while they effortlessly create massive abundance. But heaven refuses to let them gatekeep your divine birthright any longer, and the spiritual playing field is officially leveling right now. Researchers have successfully compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple audio format. It is not some exhausting meditation practice. It is not a complicated manifestation routine that takes hours of your day. It is a specific sound frequency engineered to guide your brainwave patterns back to the genius state you were born with. It is beautifully simple. Princeton University studied this exact brainwave and its link to the genius abilities children possess. Columbia University discovered that a strong gamma signal radiates outward into the world, and it positively influences every single person who comes into contact with your aura. It heals your children. It repairs your relationships. I will tell you exactly what this frequency is called before this message ends. But first, you must hear this. Before we talk about your ultimate restoration, we need to address the enemies who broke you. They are currently celebrating your perceived defeat. They are parading around with the energy they stole from your spirit. But they are completely blind to what the universe is doing behind the scenes right now, because heaven is actively setting a massive invisible trap for them. The universe allowed them to take a false victory lap. God let them climb to the very top of their fragile ego. Why would the divine allow this to happen? The answer is simple. The universe allowed them to climb so incredibly high because the fall is always much harder when you are pushed from the absolute peak. Every lie they told about you is currently being gathered as irrefutable spiritual evidence against them. They think they have completely destroyed your reputation. They think the people they manipulated will stay loyal to them forever. But the spiritual realm operates on absolute truth. The blindfolds are being violently ripped off of everyone who believed their toxic lies, and the universe is about to expose their deepest shadows to the harsh light of day. You do not have to lift a single finger against them. You do not have to defend your good name. The divine forces are handling the heavy lifting on your behalf. Your only job is to sit back in complete peace while you watch the flawless execution of their karmic justice unfold. The trap is fully set. The cosmic timer is ticking down to zero. What happens to them in the coming weeks will absolutely terrify anyone who ever thought about crossing you. They broke the sacred laws of spiritual physics, and the universe is demanding immediate repayment with heavy interest. The scale of their sudden downfall will be a powerful lesson for the entire world. You will not believe how their karma actually plays out. The divine verdict has finally been delivered to the world. Early August is the exact moment the universe strips away their protection completely. They truly thought they were completely untouchable forever. But the spiritual realm was quietly gathering irrefutable evidence against their toxic behavior while they foolishly celebrated your perceived defeat. And now the heavy gavel has officially dropped. They cruelly laughed at your deep pain in secret. The narcissists and energy vampires are totally exposed right now. The invisible shields they used to hide their toxic behavior are gone. Everyone is starting to see their true, ugly colors. The people who blindly believed their terrible lies are suddenly waking up to the harsh reality, and they are horrified by what they finally see. The illusions they carefully built are shattering into pieces. You do not need to seek any revenge against them. You never have to lower your vibration to fight them. True vengeance belongs entirely to the righteous universe. Heaven is stepping in directly to execute a flawless cosmic correction on your behalf because they crossed a sacred line that cannot be uncrossed. The karmic scales are violently balancing right now. They cannot escape the harsh consequences of their actions. Every single door they try to open will forcefully slam shut. Every resource they try to steal will instantly turn to dust. The universe is orchestrating their complete and total isolation. They are about to experience the exact same loneliness they cruelly forced upon your spirit, but they will not have your pure strength to survive it. This is the heavy price of their dark arrogance. This is what divine retribution actually looks like in real time. You have front row seats to their magnificent downfall. The laws of spiritual physics demand an immediate repayment. They thought they could manipulate a chosen one without paying the ultimate price, and they were horribly wrong about the massive power you carry. They underestimated the divine forces guarding your bright destiny. They broke the ultimate rule of the unseen spiritual realm. They aggressively attacked divine property when they targeted your heart. They tried to extinguish a high-frequency soul. They hated your beautiful light because it exposed their hidden darkness, and that specific crime carries the absolute heaviest penalty in the entire universe. The Cosmic Collection Agency is finally standing at their door. Your sweet vindication is absolute and completely undeniable. You do not have to explain yourself to anyone ever again. The undeniable truth is speaking loudly for itself right now. Your good name is being completely cleared in rooms you have not even entered yet, and the universe is forcing your enemies to confess their sins. Everything they stole is being returned to your hands. You can feel the massive relief washing over you right now. Take a deep breath and let the heavy anxiety go. The exhausting spiritual warfare is officially over for good. The dense darkness that surrounded your life is retreating permanently, and it is making way for an incredible golden dawn that you truly deserve. The divine heavy lifting is now completely done. Early August officially marks their total and complete spiritual bankruptcy. Their toxic timeline is rapidly collapsing under the massive weight. Their own malicious lies are finally tearing their world apart. While they fall rapidly from grace, your beautiful timeline is elevating far beyond human comprehension because God is literally moving mountains for your victory. You are stepping into a realm of pure protection. You survived the hardest test the universe could possibly give. You remained pure and loving in a desperately toxic world. You never let their cruel hatred turn your empathetic heart cold. Heaven recorded your silent dignity during those lonely nights, and now you get to witness the majestic justice of the cosmos unfolding perfectly before you. The universe is proudly handing you the ultimate crown. The enemies who mocked your quiet faith are physically trembling. They realize that they severely underestimated the powerful forces. The sudden panic setting in is profound and completely irreversible. They finally understand that the universe was never actually on their side, and they were just pawns in a much larger game designed to test you. Their false reality is burning to the absolute ground. But exposing their dark shadows is only phase 1. The universe is not just punishing them for their cruel behavior. The spiritual realm is actively transferring their stolen wealth directly to you. The massive opportunities they carelessly forfeited are being aggressively rerouted to your energetic bank account. and you are about to inherit their lost blessings. This is the crazy secret about divine karmic justice. The universe always redirects the flow of pure abundance. It moves directly from the wicked to the pure-hearted chosen ones. Prepare your tired spirit for the most incredible harvest. But you really need to hear exactly how this powerful karma is hitting them in the physical world, because the details will absolutely shock you. That is where the real breathtaking magic finally happens. The exact trap they set to destroy your life is exactly where they are falling right now. They dug a deep pit for your finances and your mental health. They wanted you to be completely broke and broken, but the universe simply reversed the energetic polarity at the last possible second. Now they are drowning in the exact same panic they tried to force upon your beautiful spirit. Every fake friend they gathered to plot against you is suddenly turning their back. The toxic alliances they built on vicious lies are crumbling into absolute dust. They are turning on each other like starving wolves. And you do not have to say a single word or lift a finger to defend yourself. Heaven is making them confess their own ugly sins in front of everyone they tried to impress. This is the sweet taste of absolute cosmic vindication. You survived their darkest manipulation. You endured the silent crying and the terrifying isolation. Now you get to watch them lose the very things they sold their souls to acquire. It is not an accident or a random coincidence. It is the flawless execution of divine justice. The scales are permanently balanced. Everything they desperately tried to steal from you is being returned multiplied. The universe is actively transferring their lost blessings directly into your open hands. They will have to sit back and watch you elevate to heights they could never reach. They will realize that attacking a chosen one was the biggest mistake of their miserable lives. Their regret will be completely permanent. Take a massive breath of fresh air. The heavy spiritual warfare that kept you exhausted for years is totally finished. The demonic attachments they sent your way have been completely destroyed by divine fire. You are no longer a target for their energetic games. You can finally rest your tired shoulders. The victory is already yours and it cannot be reversed by any human force. But you must listen to me very carefully right now. The universe has cleared the battlefield and destroyed your enemies. The massive wave of financial and emotional abundance is heading your way this very minute. But your energetic field is currently wide open after this massive spiritual surgery. You are stepping into a powerful new timeline, and this new frequency requires serious protection. When you upgrade your life this fast, new energy vampires will try to test your boundaries. The old enemies are completely defeated. But darkness will always look for an open door to sneak back into your peaceful reality. If you do not lock your spiritual frequency down, you risk absorbing heavy energy from the environment all over again. You cannot afford to let that happen. You are a genuine empath and a high-frequency soul. You naturally absorb the emotions of every single room you enter. That is exactly why you felt so drained in the past. Your aura is glowing brighter than ever right now because the toxic blocks are gone. But a bright light always attracts desperate moths. You must learn how to put an invisible shield around your precious energy. Heaven gave you the ultimate victory in early August. Now heaven expects you to protect the massive harvest you are about to receive. You cannot walk into a golden era without wearing your spiritual armor. The universe needs to know that you are ready to defend your new boundaries. You have to seal the karmic doors permanently, so the low vibrations can never attach to you again. Your dormant genius frequency is waking up beautifully. The gamma brainwave is coming back online after years of being suppressed by their endless abuse. You are starting to see the world with incredible clarity and sharp intuition. But keeping this frequency active requires a physical anchor. You need a specific tool to lock the enemy out permanently. I will show you exactly how to seal this divine protection in just a moment. You have done the hardest work of healing your broken heart. You broke the generational curses and you survived the brutal spiritual attacks. Now it is time to make sure their low frequency never touches your beautiful life again. Your absolute peace must become completely untouchable. The era of being a stepping stone for toxic people is completely dead. You are stepping into your era as the untouchable chosen one. The financial abundance and the deep emotional peace are your divine birthright. Do not let any unhealed person drain this new timeline you have just entered. Prepare your spirit to claim the ultimate protective seal before it is too late. You are completely safe now. The war you fought in the dark is finally over. The universe has cleared the toxic energy from your path forever, and a massive wave of financial and emotional abundance is heading your way right now because heaven wants to reward your silent endurance. But you have to show the divine realm that you are truly ready. You must understand how to protect this new timeline. They tried to break you, but all they did was awaken a sleeping giant. Your aura is now way too bright for them to even look at. Now it is time to close the door permanently, so their low frequency can never attach to you again. You have to take control of your own spiritual borders before the enemies regroup. We talked about that suppressed genius frequency earlier. Your gamma brainwave was stolen from you by the modern world. It kept you exhausted and trapped in a heavy survival mode for many lonely years. But the cosmic shifts in early August have forced that divine frequency to wake back up inside your beautiful mind. You are thinking clearly again. The universe is returning your stolen intuition. But your energy field is still dangerously wide open right now. You just underwent a massive spiritual surgery to remove those toxic attachments. When your vibration spikes this fast, it creates a temporary vacuum in your aura. Energy vampires can sense this vacuum from miles away, and they will try to drain your newly acquired light if you leave it unprotected. You cannot let them win. You need to protect this new high frequency before anything tries to drain it. You cannot rely on just positive thinking to keep the darkness away. You need a physical anchor to lock your spiritual frequency into a permanent state of flow, because the unseen world requires solid boundaries to maintain absolute peace. The universe wants you to seal your karmic borders today. This is your ultimate responsibility. The elite have known how to anchor this gamma state for decades. They use expensive clinical biofeedback to keep their minds sharp and their energy completely untouchable. But you do not need to spend thousands of dollars to achieve that same exact level of spiritual protection. The universe has a much simpler path for you. It is designed perfectly for chosen ones. Neuroscientists have created a way to compress that entire protective protocol into a simple daily habit. It is a specific sound frequency designed to guide your brainwaves. You do not have to meditate for hours or chant complicated mantras. You just need to listen and let the divine technology do the heavy lifting while you simply relax and absorb the powerful healing vibrations. It is beautifully effortless. When your gamma brainwave is properly anchored, everything changes. The financial blocks dissolve instantly because your intuition tells you exactly what to do. Complex problems solve themselves while you sleep peacefully, and the universe starts dropping massive opportunities right into your lap, without you having to struggle or fight for basic survival ever again. Your life becomes a living miracle. This frequency does not just protect you, it radiates outward to cover the people you love the most. Your children and your partner will feel the heavy anxiety lift from their shoulders. You become a walking sanctuary of peace in a chaotic world, and your high vibration will naturally repel anyone who carries dark or manipulative intentions. The generational curse finally stops with you. Are you ready to claim this ultimate protection? You have already done the exhausting work of surviving the narcissists. You broke the karmic cycles that your ancestors were too afraid to face. Now you just need to secure the perimeter so you can finally rest in absolute peace. The universe is handing you the final key right now. You must take it. Take a deep breath and feel the immense power returning to your body. Say out loud that you are completely ready to receive your divine inheritance. The era of being a stepping stone for toxic people is officially dead. You are now stepping into your rightful place as the untouchable chosen one, and nobody can ever take this glorious victory away from you. Your future is incredibly bright. I am about to share the exact tool that will seal your energy field permanently. I rarely share my personal protection tools with the public, but my spirit guides told me that you desperately needed this exact message today. Your spiritual team led you to this video to find this specific anchor because they know you are finally ready to ascend to the next level. It is not a coincidence. Prepare your heart for this beautiful transition. The struggle is over, and the magnificent harvest has officially begun. Do not let fear or doubt hold you back from claiming what is rightfully yours. The universe is waiting for your final confirmation before releasing the ultimate blessings. It is time to lock your genius frequency into place forever and secure the glorious destiny you were promised. Because your energy field is now wide open, the enemy will inevitably try to sneak back in to drain you. That is why I wear a spiritual shield. It is called the Genius Song. It is a 7-minute audio track. It uses advanced brain entrainment technology. It gently guides your brainwave patterns back to the pure gamma state you had naturally as a child. 1 full hour of clinical brain entrainment has been compressed into 7 effective minutes. You simply put on your headphones, you close your eyes, you relax your tired body. There is no exhausting meditation required. There is no complicated mantra to memorize. And the sound wave synchronizes with your brain completely below the level of conscious awareness. It just works effortlessly. Princeton University studied this exact brainwave. They confirmed its deep link to the genius abilities that children have but adults eventually lose. The Einstein Center confirmed the legendary flow state is driven entirely by this gamma activity. And Columbia University found that a strong gamma signal positively influences the people closest to you. Your beautiful family naturally heals with you. Over 18,366 chosen ones have already used this powerful tool. They unlocked their blocked finances. They healed their broken relationships. They report sudden clarity and amazing eureka moments within the very first days. Complex problems suddenly solve themselves with very little effort. Your mental sharpness returns much faster than you can possibly imagine. Weeks later, the deep transformations become totally undeniable. Career breakthroughs happen effortlessly. Your daily synchronicities and meaningful coincidences become completely normal. You live in a continuous flow state where everything becomes infinitely easier. And you get a clear, undeniable sense that the universe is actively protecting and guiding you every single day of your brand new life. A tired nurse from California said her life now feels beautifully enchanted. An entrepreneur from Texas said gamma figures out his hardest problems while he peacefully sleeps. A woman from Manhattan said the heavy generational curse her family carried is simply gone forever. This is what happens when you finally reactivate the sacred frequency the modern world desperately tried to steal from you. The elite have quietly paid thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions. They want to access what the Genius Song delivers perfectly in just 7 minutes. They would highly prefer this massive power remain completely out of reach for people exactly like you. But through this protected message alone, you can easily claim it for a tiny fraction of its true intrinsic value today. Do not look for this sacred audio on public platforms. The copies circulating out there contain no brain entrainment technology at all. They are diluted counterfeits. They were designed by dark forces to keep your gamma totally dormant. The only authentic and fully activated version of the Genius Song is available through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. The loving universe demands absolutely no risk from a true chosen one. You are fully protected by a divine guarantee. This is a pure energetic exchange governed by complete trust. If you do not experience the massive shift you truly deserve, your full investment is returned without any question. You can try it completely risk-free while your aura grows significantly lighter and brighter. 4 powerful bonuses are waiting for you inside the portal as well. You get an audio track engineered for your children to activate their natural focus. You get the original prosperity book. Secret manifestation teachings were built upon it. You also receive a guided visualization and a printable guide for creating your ideal future. These are incredible gifts for your brand new timeline. Do not wait for a better moment to claim this. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold becomes the chosen one who wonders what could have been. Your dormant gamma is waiting to be reactivated right now. Your beautiful destiny is waiting to be fully unlocked. The link is in the description and the pinned comment below. The universe has opened the golden door. Walk through it proudly.